Man, when I was a kid, I read the Bible a lot, and what I was reading, it was mentioning a lot of shit about the flesh, like the flesh is weak, and that's one thing I do agree with. The flesh is very weak, because if you in love with anything material, you love the flesh. You know what I'm saying? If you in love with something that's weak, then you're going to be weak. That's the thing. When you in love with somebody's attraction, that's how a lot of failed relationships come about, because you fall in love with their attraction. You don't fall in love with their spirit, their soul, their energy, their ashe. You fall in love with their flesh and you become weak, and when they leave you weak, because that's all you're left with, the emotions to that weak thing. If you fall in love with something strong, you will become strong. If you fall in love with something that's weak, you will become weak. So when you fall in love with weak shit like the flesh, what is the flesh? I'm not talking about my body, your body, thy skin. No, I'm talking about material, the physical. The physical is very weak. Everything that physical have to die. Everything physical. There's nothing physical that's gonna last long, like forever. Nothing. Everything that's physical will die. You will die. The trees die. Everything breaks down. Even cars break down and can't use them no more. The house get old. Eventually you have to tear the house down. Everything have a lifespan if it's physical. So what's not physical? I mean, what's not physical? What doesn't have a lifespan? Your spirit, your soul, your energy, vibes, that don't have a lifespan. It temporarily leaves and come back, but that doesn't have a lifespan. Fall in love with something that don't have a lifespan, like the God in you. Falling in love with God, that doesn't have a lifespan. So that'll make you strong. If you notice somebody join a religion, they become very deep in they become one of the strongest people you know, simply because even if their God is not real, they become so strong because they in their mind they have fallen in love with something that's strong. It's something that's out of this world. You can't describe it. You can only describe it in a human term. We can't even paraphrase it. So with that being said, fall in love with something that's worth falling in love with. That's the name of the game. And always remember, if you love something strong, you become strong. If you love something weak, you become weak. And if you're weak, just going into depths about it. And I think I even wrote it in my journal or some shit. Frequency. When you're in love with frequency and that person's energy, that person's vibe, fall in love with that. That is like the easiest. That's the easiest way to go, is to fall in love with that. It's like it's you can't lose with that. It's literally, legitimately something special across the board. Fall in love with that. You fall in love with that, and I have no doubt in my mind you'll continue to embrace greatness and walk in positivity.